Hello everybody. I hope I'm in the right place. I think I am, but someone tell me I'm in the Buchner Beauty Academy, please, 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 please. I'm guessing I am. I'm just going to sit for a minute and make sure I've gone into the right group. Someone pop up if you are watching. Sandra, am I in the the Buchner Beauty Academy? Okay, I must be in the right place. Can someone give me a hi? Yes, you are, something, just so I'm not talking to the wrong place. Okay, I must be in the Buchner Beauty Academy. For those that don't know me, my name is Tammy Williams and I am talking to you tonight for about 40 minutes on Christmas and how to utilise and make the most of Christmas. But firstly, Louise asked me if I would introduce myself and give you 5 of the reasons that I love and do Nutrimetics. And as I said, if you don't know me, I've been in Nutrimetics as a car driving manager for 21 years, which basically means I've driven around for 21 years, seven company cars. And you can only imagine how much money that has saved. So love that program. I only just, probably not quite 2 months ago, got my 7th company car. And in actual fact, I've had 8 cars because there was a promotion quite a few years back now where you could earn a free, beautiful sports car. And I earned that and sold it and put that money, because you can't drive 2 cars, right? And I put that money towards my 2nd investment property that I bought. So I find it fascinating when people say, can you make money out of doing this? And to be honest, that was my comment to Louise, who's my upline, many moons ago. I had never really travelled very far in my life. And for me, I didn't know how much of a travel junkie I would be until I was touched by the travel bug with Nutrimetics, I suppose. So in 21 years, I have travelled many, many places. So that's certainly one of my hot buttons with doing what we do. Freedom. Freedom is up there as one of my top 5 reasons I do Nutrimetics, because I never have to worry about a boss putting me in my place or telling me I need to stay longer or not giving me a day off when I want it, all of the things. So I really love that freedom allows to do my day as I want. And I think until you really haven't had that, you don't appreciate how amazing it is to, hi everybody that's popping in. Thank you. Yes, so freedom to live my life, freedom to never have to have a boss. Like, it's just got so much going for it. If you saw the ad in a magazine to do all of the things that we get out of being Nutrimetics managers, you'd ring up in a heartbeat to take up the job. And here we are with that ability for anybody that's watching to have the same thing. You've just got to get a bit more serious about it than what you maybe are right now. So that's something for each individual to work out. So our amazing products is another reason that I love Nutrimetics so much. Our products are state of the art. They really are. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about finding your products and working with those over and over and over. 56 years, and it's our birthday in October. That is a lot of products that have stood the test of time. And I know I used to say to people, wow, back when I was doing a lot of Nutrimetics workshops in people's home, is people would go, oh, is Nutrimetics still around? And my answer to that was always, well, yeah, like 52 years strong. What does that tell you about the product? So, I still think that we have to work with that. So there's no glass ceiling in Nutrimetics. And I know that you can self-promote. If you want to climb the ranks of Nutrimetics, there's nobody stopping you except you. And at the end of the day, it's, you do what you want. I'm not here to tell anybody how much to grow or what to do, but I am suggesting that you can do as much or as little with it as you want to. And that's the beauty of a business like Nutrimetics. We give you or the company give us a beautiful range of products, and then we just go and work with that. So it's got a lot going for it. I'm so sorry, girls, I don't know a lot of these names, so welcome and thanks for popping in, but I don't really, oh, Miss Lisa, there you are. So yes, so products, the freedom, no glass ceiling, you climb the ladder as fast or as slow as you want to. There's no rules. You've got plenty of room to grow, and this business can give you as much or as little as you want. For me, it's given me, as I said, 7 company cars, an amazing income, 2 investment properties that working a normal 9-to-5 job, I know with every bone in my body, I would not have been able to achieve without the extra hours that I could put into Nutrimetics to give me that extra income. Jewelry, more jewelry than a girl can wear, really. That's the truth. So there's that. And I guess another big of my top 5, Louise asked me to talk about my top 5 things that I love about Nutrimetics, and friendships is up there as a huge draw card for me. I'm sure that you get great friendships from a job that you go to 9 to 5 as well, but we just have friends in all of the states and in New Zealand, and we meet up once a year at an annual conference, and everybody's all hugs and how are you and what's going on, and it's like that whole 12 months has just not passed, because you just still have all of these people that you know, catch up with on a social occasion, go out to lunch for people's birthdays, whatever it might be. And you know that those people are really more than just a work friend. So I love that about Nutrimetics as well. I also love the self-development that it has given me over 21 years. To believe in myself, to believe that I can have whatever I want if I'm prepared to put my skates on and make it happen. So there is that. Now, I never normally call myself an expert at anything, but I know in my heart of hearts, I'm a skincare expert. And the reason I'm a skincare expert is, and I will get to the Christmas stuff because this is leading into Christmas, really. Like, find whatever it is, whether, I mean, there are so many of the girls that I see. Lisa's one of them, gorgeous friend of mine. But there's other people that I know and I make comments on. Adam's an amazing makeup artist, as are a lot of other people. So that's become their thing. For me, my thing is skincare. When a new product comes out, I really learn what ingredients are in it, why I love it so much, how it's going to fit into my products that I, work with on a weekly, daily, monthly basis. So you just got to find your thing. So I guess, so when I say I'm a skincare expert, I'm still trying to keep that very humble. But for me, platinum, I think I probably sell more platinum than anyone else in the company. And I just love it. It's absolutely our premium, high results driven cosmeceutical skincare collection. And it is really the bee's knees of a lot of other ranges that are out there. Can't compete for the price point, and it's quite an incredible range. The things that the DNA cream can do, it's a brilliant day and night cream. It's a brilliant product for repairing acne, for scarring, for just so many things. It's just the most, and literally a product cannot say it turns back time in 24 hours. If it can't do that, you'd be sued. So it's an amazing, amazing product. If you've not used it, you're missing out. That's the bottom line. You really are missing out. So I wanted to, I guess, let you know, if you haven't looked at a calendar, it's 58 days until Christmas. In actual fact, it's 8 weeks until Christmas. So this is going to be a talk on basically getting your skates on and doing the next 58 days on steroids, so to speak, really utilizing every day. So what I am doing is, I guess we'll sit down probably in the next couple of days and map out the next, so I've got a 1st to the 31st of October calendar, or a sheet of A4 paper. I'm very visual. I've done the same with a sheet of paper with all of the days of November, and then I've put anything I've got on there, and then I've printed off another A4 sheet on December, because I'm very visual. I like to sit all of that down. I actually sticky or blue tack it to my office door, so if I'm coming or going and I want to add something to it, I don't have to flick to a page in a diary. So I have a diary. I just prefer to do it so I can go, oh yeah, I'm there, or oh, you know, whatever it might be. So you've really got to make the most of the next, well, we all know that it gets harder and harder to do things once we get further into December. So really you're probably wanting to make the most of the next 6 weeks. And there are a lot of things and ways that you can do that. So I know that back when pre-COVID, I would always set myself a goal in November to do $1,000 a day. But that is because I would have probably 20 to 25 Christmas shopping hours, whatever you want to call them, Christmas workshops. I know a chill and chat Christmas party, whatever you want. I'm doing one shortly in my home where I'm doing cocktail, champagne and presents. So, you know, it's just whatever quirky name you want to put on whatever it is that you're doing. But I would say you've got at least 6 weeks you can call up your friends. If you haven't already done that, you need to get your skates on. And you could have 3 or 4 people and still sell hundreds of dollars. It just depends. So you could do a couple of things. I know I will be in my home, and you don't have to go to a lot of trouble. I actually meant to have that to show you, but I have a long cylinder of blue and pearly essence, kind of white, all different shapes and sizes of blue navy baubles in all colors and sizes that I'm just kind of putting all over my presentation, and they were $12 for a great big container like this in Kmart. So they were in the navy, and I'm just using a white tablecloth to keep it elegant. And so I just will, and some tinsel obviously, but I don't go to masses of trouble of going out and buying lots of pieces of fabric and various things, because white is crisp, it's nice, it's still elegant, but you can add your navy and your gold in amongst it all. And you want it to be something that if you're planning on doing a few of these, that you can just throw it out next time again. So keep your display simple. It's about the product, not all of the trimmings, so to speak. You can do drop-ins to maybe some girls after school. You could do a little display at your work, or ask some friends that you know might work in corporate, or you know, where they know that there's a few people in their office. I know I've gotten off track. So my $1,000 a day thing is that at the end of November, I wanted to have done $30,000 worth of sales personally. Now, some of you would be going, oh my gosh, that is just ridiculous. And I did it for a number of years, year in and year out. It was just a little goal it was a big goal, but I set it for myself. And the reason that I'm telling you that, whether you want to do, okay, I don't even do $1,000 a day now, because my business, you know, has changed a lot because of COVID. However, my figures have really not changed a lot since COVID. But I don't go out, as most of us don't, doing lots and lots of catch-ups and parties, but some of the girls still are. Back to my $1,000 a day. Maybe you only want to do $100 a day. That's like $3,000 at the end of November. Now, if you're once again going, oh my gosh, I've never done that, never done $3,000. Really? That is so achievable. And if you're ever going to aim for it, now's your chance, because you wouldn't aim, if you've never done that kind of amount, you wouldn't certainly make January your month to do that, but you've got on November and you've got to December. Now, if you did $3,000 in November and $3,000 in December, you've made a lot of extra money. So it's certainly something to think about. I want you to find a pen and a piece of paper and ask yourself what you just to write down the first thing that comes into your mind. And it could be $50 a day. It doesn't matter really. It's your goal and your reasoning. For me personally, I used to love making that extra money that I might book a holiday with, or buy my daughter an extra Christmas present that I probably would normally have not had the money for. For me, it was normally a trip because I love holidays. So yeah, so it's just whatever you might have. I've often bought a piece of furniture at Christmas, after Christmas as well, from the money that I've earned. So it's just really finding a purpose, finding a reason for you to make more effort, you know, do more than you would normally do. So I'm going to give you a few ideas of how to do that. So what have I done with my piece of paper? Okay, firstly, you need to get the few little get-togethers, whether it's a handful of people at your own house, whether you're going to someone else's house, whether you're doing a Facebook catch-up with a few girls, which is highly possible as well. So the best way to get organised is, I've just got these that I've got extras left from when I've had them printed, but you've just got a chill and chat Christmas party. And it just kind of says, shop from your seat instead of on your feet. I'm having a fun girls Christmas chill and chat party with Nutrimetics so we can catch up and play with some great new products. I'm limited to have a few special friends and I'd love you to come. We will enjoy playing with all of the beautiful Nutrimetics Christmas products with great gift ideas for Christmas, including some new releases. And then on the back of this, I've just put their date, their time, their place, RSVP. You're invited to a chill chat and Christmas party. So I actually had those printed by a printer, way more than one person needed for that. But then I would put a minimum of 10 in an envelope. And I know I've got a party or a makeup catch up on Saturday that's literally can't come out of nowhere. And I just text her the event. And a bit of if this was me, this is what I'd say to my guest or to your friends. But at the same time, you know, you feel free, Marianne, to change it yourself. And she came back and said, oh my gosh, that takes the pressure out of what to say to the girls. So I think sometimes you've really got to keep it so simple for people. So, you know, that's all I'm suggesting. Keep it simple, whether it's, you know, a beautiful invite, which my daughter does a lot of my Canva things, and she does beautiful, has done some beautiful Canva things, which I'll be using over Christmas. So find a few, get your products together, have them in the safe space where you just go to them when you're ready to leave. You also need your stationery. So of course I would be putting in my packs a Christmas brochure. I will be putting in some Post-it notes, because if you walk them through, not every page, just the things. I used to find maybe half a dozen of my favorites, and I'd start high end, and I mean that. They'll find body satin, they'll find the products that they want that are the lower price point. But if you don't talk to people about how amazing our skincare is, then they're not going to buy it, are they? Because, you know, unless what I've found is find your thing. So for me, it's platinum. It's also, for me, it's things like the shampoo and conditioner, the hair mask, the deodorant, the men's products for people I know who've got, you know, men or teens in their lives. The cleaning range is big. Every time cleaning products are on special, I really, you know, my sales go up and up and up, because if you paint enough pictures about why someone wants something, I know if I'm looking at something as I'm scrolling via Facebook or Instagram or at the shops, I have to really, at this point in my life, have to really go, what, or if it's, I guess the better way to describe it is if I'm looking at another brand's product, or like I've been looking to try to find a new swimming costume, and I really find myself going, why would I want that? What's in it for me? Do I love it that much? And I think that's what a lot of people, particularly when we're in a little bit of a point in the world at the moment where people are thinking twice about spending their money. So you've got to paint a picture that would make someone want something, and that is how you'll get a sale. So for me personally, I've got lots of customers I've had for 21 years. So for a lot of people that might not be the case. However, doesn't really matter. I still think you need to pick at least one skincare range out of this brochure, and have your little Post-it notes on the top of the brochure, and even on the front. You could, I know I just find a Post-it note and I put on the front here, my copy. And then I know that no one's going to pick up my copy, because I've quite often written a little, I know I used to write little notes for myself that when I had the post-it note for the customers to see here, I would have something written here that maybe they didn't see. But it reminded me to talk about whatever it was. Nutri-Rich oil, did you know Nutri-Rich oil has over 100 apricots in it, or whatever it is that I wanted to say. So I challenge you to find whichever it is that you're most comfortable about and talk about that product, whether it's on a live on your Facebook group, whether it's on with just a few of your family or your friends. If you're not selling someone skincare, they're going somewhere else to buy it. It's as simple as that. So I go straight for the Big Kahuna because I love it so much. It's my go-to. It's our amazing results-driven, high ingredient products, like really high results-driven products in the Platinum collection. But for you, it might be talking about Restore, or it might be talking about just the Heritage range. But I challenge you, when you go out or you do a Facebook Live, pick on one skincare program to talk about. Of course, you might decide to talk about, really, Christmas is normal life of being a Nutri-Girl on steroids. You've got 58 days to make the most of it, and you've got to really sit down and have a little meeting with yourself and work out a way that you can make the most out of this time. People are always in a hurry and always busy. Christmas doesn't really change that, but you've got to find ways that you are going to make their life easier and offer them something that is enticing enough that they're going to want it. Like, as an example, although we're not quite Christmas yet, but that beautiful pack that came on this morning, you could use some of that as little presents if you bought a couple of those and offered them and split them up and just had little gifts for people to have a few girls at their house. Or would you host a Facebook event with me? Like, I think sometimes we've got to get out of our own way and get on the phone or a text message. But I think you've got to contact. And you've got, the sooner you get onto it, the easier you will find that people will reply. Because the closer we get to the busyness of Christmas, then they'll find reasons that they probably can't manage it because they're too busy. And that's where you need to come in and say, I'm actually going to make your life so much easier. We could do this, it'll be done in 90 minutes, blah, blah, blah. You'll get a gorgeous gift, catch up time with the girlfriends, glass of bubbles. When could we do it? What do you think? Or if someone's saying, oh my gosh, I don't want to have people in my home, or I don't have time, then you could maybe say, well, would you like to, maybe we could do it online. And I often say, if we do it online, I literally set everything up, I'll do all of the work, and you can simply hop on and invite your friends and pop back in. I usually do an online event over a couple of days. And I just say, I'd suggest that you just hop back in every, a couple of times a day, and trust me, leave the rest to me. So that's my thoughts on getting a few things moving in your diary. I offer a $200 voucher, but they pay $50. So it just depends. You might offer them $100. I know in my heart of hearts, I can comfortably offer this because I will, like my second catch up on Sunday is a lady who hosts a catch up with me every year, and there's probably 10 to 12 ladies there. It's never under $4,000, and it's my best catch up with any group of women the whole of Christmas. So it's worth me, and she gets a lot more than $200 if you can do $4,000 worth of sales in 2.5 hours. So another thing that I would suggest that you give them in their little pack is, and I walk through this pack, it's in a little sleeve, it's with a pen, and it's just a way that I say, come on ladies, let's get into the homework side of things, the housekeeping side of things, sorry. And so I give them a wish list, and it just helps them work out what products that they might want, whether it's for, and once again, you're painting a picture. If you get to the compact as an example, the eyeshadow compact, which, let me find that. Okay, if you get to this, I would be putting a lip gloss or a mascara with this and a foaming face cleanser and making it a teen skincare range. So you can make up your own little packs at certain price points, and you'll find that you know, stops someone going, oh my gosh, maybe I don't want to spend $99, which is the pack that this is in. But if you give people an idea, paint the picture. If you've got teens, ladies, this is a great teenager set. You've got your compact, mascara, a lip gloss, and maybe a foaming face wash to clean the face at the end of it all. So you could put together packs that are for different price points. And if you paint the picture as to why that would be a good niece present, or your daughter, or your daughter's friend, or just, you know, getting some of these, and you've got some easy under $30 gift. So you just got to paint pictures for people. I also put on the bottom of my wish list, and this is not my exact one, but I want to engage as many people in this short period of time that I've never met before. And the way that I want to do that, because I'm a real fan of skincare, is ask people to tell me what would you could see as a big concern for your skin. Are you interested in the future of ticking a box and receiving a monthly brochure? Email it or post it. Having a beauty treatment and learning more about your skin with a couple of girlfriends. Having a get together for 4 to 6 friends and getting some discounted shopping. Ordering online and saving 20%. Now, everybody gets a membership. It's free. Why wouldn't you say, oh my gosh, I just think the best thing that I can offer you is the ongoing benefit of having a VIP discount. You get free shipping 3 times a month. You get lots of gifting if you choose to take it up. Like, it's just the smartest way. I know that in my heart of hearts, that's the best thing I can offer anyone. The same ability to have what this business has given me for 21 years. So, yeah, so I basically I just ran this off today to show you guys, but I genuinely think you'll get a lot more, because I often find at the end of a catch up when I'm talking to everybody, they've written so many things on this sheet about, because I've said the men's pack is also a great teenagers pack. Maybe buy the pack and pop some in your son's Christmas stocking, and then some for your hubby from the kids. You just have to paint pictures for people. Why would you want that? What's in it for them? So that's that. The wish list is definitely in my pack, as is the brochure, as is props. Now, props. These are ones I've pulled out that are very old and ratty looking, but you can make up some by, I'm sure there's many places you can find on by tearing out some pictures out of brochures, by going on different websites like Nutrimetics Australia's website, or going on your own online website. But find some reasons that you can keep some conversation going as these things go around the small room of people, or that you could put, on your Facebook group and get some instant reaction, like some instant connection with people. These are really old, but I'm just trying to help you get the gist of why would you want something. Now, another thing I do, here's one, Nutri-Rich oil, 101 uses. Everybody needs a pot of Nutri-Rich oil. I actually think you need 2 pots, one for your bathroom and one for your medicine cupboard, because there's been many's a time that having a little pot of Nutri-Rich oil with me has been my saving grace. When I've had a blister, I just rub a little bit on the shoe and then a little bit on my foot, and the blister just never occurs, and that little bit of oil has stopped it from chafing and rubbing. Like 100 uses why you need a tub of Nutri-Rich oil. So props, they're very important. I would also say consider going on the consultants only website, the little consultant, I think it says consultants shop or whatever it says when you log online, and look for some sachets, because it certainly is an investment in your business. But if you don't, I don't know, over the years, especially since COVID has changed the way I do business, the amount of customers I have gotten by giving them a sample sachet of the products I know I love and sell a lot of. Moisturizing system, especially when it changed its packaging. I would put a little note with and a tip I would think is, don't be tight with your sachets. You have to give someone at least 2, and that gives them probably 3 days to go, oh my gosh, how much better does my skin feel? or how much more hydrated do I feel? That's a reason. A sachet is a reason. Nutri Oil sachets, which I've just sent out 50 brochures to some ex-VIPs of mine today with an early bird offer. And I put every single one of the people got a sample sachet of Nutri Oil, because if they buy 2 pots of Nutri Oil, well, that's a good order. Trust me, people will find the smaller price points. What you're trying to do is get more people to interact with you and buy the products that they will come back for, like the Nutri Oil, like Nutrimoist perhaps. I know it's got a massive following, but I know I aim for the bigger price points, and I aim for things like Smart Shield, Moisture System, Platinum, Restore Night Cream, that kind of thing. Now, as far as props go, I would also say, try to, you don't have to personalize everything. It's just the path that I have gone down. But things like Nutri Oil, you can, I think, still buy sample. You can buy these little postcards on the website from Nutrimetics, perhaps. But I have these ready printed at Vistaprint. Once again, my daughter helps put those together. But, you know, please contact Tammy. Gives them all the reasons why they would want Nutri Oil, and I just sent those in with the brochure, a little special offer coupon if you be an early bird and order before the end of October, that kind of thing. I just think sachets are so underrated. Yes, they'll cost you a little bit of money to buy them, but I genuinely think that you could even just staple the sample sachet on the front of the brochure if you wanted. But at the end of the day, it's an investment in what you're doing. It's like, you know, a sportsman who buys lots of joggers because he performs better in them. You must spend a bit of money. It's like, not a lot, but a little bit. I genuinely think that there is a lot of people that would shop more if you gave them a proper brochure rather than a digital copy. I know there's a certain age point of people that prefer to sit and make a cuppa and have a flick. I know when I very first started Nutrimetics, one of the things that I promised myself every day is even if it wasn't Christmas, I would have 5 brochures on the front seat of my car, and I might have put a little note about something that was on special that I, you know, could get the conversation going with, or a little voucher of something I was offering. I made myself give those 5 brochures out every single day, and I try to start a conversation about it. You know, if I was in a shopping centre and I'd just bought something, I would pull out the brochure out of my handbag and say, thank you for your service. I really appreciate that you made this so simple. Would you like a brochure? Because this is what I do. And you'd be surprised. And I was always so chuffed when I'd handed out those 5 brochures. Randomly, maybe not to places you might not go back to, but you'd be surprised how many places, if you drop kids off to a daycare, if you meet mums at the school gate, there's a lot of ways to be your own marketing machine. And if you're not going to be your own marketing machine and you don't open the doors to your shop every day, what are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Because if you're happy just to be a home shopper and place your $110 order when the gift's on with free shipping, happy days. But there are lots more gifting and lots more money to be made. I know, as someone who has done Nutrimetics for 21 years, imagine the years that I would do $1,000 a day every November. Do you think my pay packet in the first week of December was good? Oh my gosh, it was not just good, it was amazing. So I just think, what could you do if you put a little bit more effort in? And that's another thing I would suggest on your little goal sheet that you've hopefully found a piece of paper and a pen while I've been chatting. I want you just to go, what could I do tomorrow and the next day and the next day? Even if you just do this for November, but put down, okay, I've never talked to such and such, or okay, I've always been scared to leave a brochure here. I maybe could ask a girlfriend, she only works in a small real estate office, but maybe if I dropped in my Christmas brochure with a gorgeous basket with some tinsel, like a cane basket or something big enough, and if you've not bought the $110 pack that actually becomes $90 and is on until the 31st, which is Thursday, it's once again an investment in how much money you can make going forward. Now, things like the candle and the diffuser, if you treat them You know, really, people just are looking at those. So I would say you could, you know, keep those and gift them without, but obviously things like the Santorini set, you need to open that and let people smell it and try it, because the proof is in getting it on somebody's skin. So that $110 pack that's on until Thursday night really becomes $90 after your discount. And then if you haven't used your $10 Nutra 56 coupon at the checkout, then it will become $80. Now that's a pretty small investment. If you owned a shop or a business, you'd be spending thousands of dollars on stocking your products at the moment. And Nutrimetics let you buy pretty much the essentials for $80 or $90 at the moment. And so you've got your candle, your diffuser, your Santorini set, one of the hand creams, a couple of bonus sheet masks. Like, you just need to find as many people that you can rotate that around. And maybe after you've gone to one place and someone wants the candle and the diffuser, you just replace it. Give her that one if it's still looking gorgeous, and then replace that and put another one into your I would go as far as to potentially buy a couple, because if nothing else, you've got family that at the end of it, you've not had as much success as you hoped. You've got some ready-made Christmas presents that you've gotten at crazy discounts. So consider buying. You must have, you know, some brochures, even though you can mainly usually do the digital, text it out or Facebook it. It's really good. There are some ladies at certain price point, at certain ages, I should say, that really would much prefer to sit and flick through the brochure. So, and maybe you've got, you know, your mum or your mother-in-law or someone that could also, it is a case of finding everyone you know and how can they help me over the next few weeks. Where am I at? As I said, set a goal, whether you're doing in-home catch-ups at your own home, Facebook parties, do drop-ins, you know, place an order. I know I often do at Christmas. As an example, place a $250, and I haven't even thought about this, but this is just something. Place a $250 order with me, or a $200 with me, and purchase a Santorini set for half price. Because yes, you've given up a little bit of your profit to get the Santorini set, but as an example, it could be whatever works for you. But at the end of the day, what you're trying to do is, do you want fries with that? Let's really up the ante. If you want to make some extra money, the higher your sale, the next sales level will get you. And remember, as I said at the beginning, say you just decide for November, I'm going to do $100 a day, and here's how I'm going to do that. And there's no cheating. If you do $100 one day, maybe you do $300 the next day. That's not 3 days worth. You got to do a minimum of 100, and then the 300 is a bonus. So yeah, so something to think about. Okay. What else can I tell you? I really think you can't sell product you haven't made the effort to use or to try yourself. So for me, I am a skincare guru because I use a lot of skincare. I'm 61 years old, and I love skincare, and I just think that it's like, I can't imagine not putting on a serum, an eye cream, a good moisturizer, DNA cream, Smart Shield, washing my face at the end of this, and putting on my nighttime products. I just think, as I said, maybe you're a makeup girl and that's good, but find your thing and become really, really good at it, because that's how the sales will just come in. I get text messages every day from customers going, Tammy, I'm out of my Smart Shield. Is it on special at the moment? Because I've built up a customer database of people that are as passionate about looking the best version of themselves as possible. So, and that's how come I sell so much of Platinum. Like our Tight, Firm and Feel serum at $128 is like Botox in a pump. And it just gives you the firmest, most lifted, beautiful, glowing skin that you can have for a very small investment. And if you are someone who's into the fillers and the Botox and all of those things, that is seriously okay. But if you're using an amazing skincare program, that is going to support what you're doing. So you must still look after your skin. I've met many people that go down that path, but just think, oh no, I don't need any of that. But in actual fact, your other money you've spent on fillers and whatever will go further if you're using a beautiful skincare collection. So upsell, like I said, do you want fries with that? Don't just settle on one eye pencil. I will do a makeup pack, I'll do a skincare pack, and I'll do a Santa sack, which please don't ask me what's in it, because my first party is Saturday, which came out of nowhere because someone just said, oh, would you help me learn some makeup? And this lady said, I'm really keeping it simple. If you'd like to come over and show me how to do that $99 makeup pack, I'd like to get 3 or 4 girlfriends together. So yesterday I sent her the text invite. This is, if you're not sure what to say, this is what I'd suggest. And here's a gorgeous picture to pass out. And I look forward to catching up with your 3 or 4 friends. And you know what she said? In about 2 hours, she came back and said, is it okay if I have a few more than 3 or 4? I said, sure. And she said, I think there's 12 now. So I know because I know myself and I know what I'm capable of. And if you're very new and you're thinking, oh, wow, how does she do that? It is like doing the same thing over and over and over, regardless of whether it's Christmas. Christmas is a bonus. Christmas comes along to help us make more money and more sales to have a rest in January. So I would genuinely say that just do what you do all the time. You're just adding a few little Christmas giftings amongst it all. So yeah, I know I'll easily sell $2,000 without sounding like I'm full of myself. I know I will on Saturday, and then probably $4,000 on Sunday from the lady who always has $3,500 to $4,000 worth of sales, because it's become such a tradition now that they've been doing this for 20 years with me, and they save, oh, I'm out of this, but I'm waiting a couple of weeks till I see you, all of that kind of thing. So it really is about becoming very connected to people. I think to be in sales of any type, you don't have to be pushy, because I'm often told I'm anything but pushy. You do have to make connection, knowing whether someone prefers you to touch base with them on WhatsApp, or knowing whether sending them an email is just a waste of time. A text message or a quick phone call. And if you're doing a phone call, when would you do that? Like, it's really, people are busy, and it's the way to ruin something if you don't kind of start to work out quite quickly, or even ask the people that you deal with, which is the best way for me to make contact with you? Which way is works in better with your life? Like it, because quite often if you don't ask, you don't know. So, and if you're new, then you really want to set a good, thing to start off the relationship. But it is like, I don't know how many sales I get. Sorry, I need a water. Nobody's asking anything. Everyone is just watching. Is there any questions? I know that if something's on special, I will drive along, and I guess I've probably still got an exceptionally good memory. I'll go, oh, such and such likes that. Da 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 da. Do you need more moisture system because it's on special this month? And they go, oh wow, thank you. Yes, I do. Like, it's really about finding out how to stay connected to people, because if you're doing all the right things by them, they're not going to go hunting for the product somewhere else. They're going to come back to you over and over and over, and that's how you want it to be. I don't know if this, I guess, is there anyone that wants to ask me something? Because I'm happy to answer some questions. I guess, like I said, you need to come up with your props, whether you're buying things from the company, whether you go to Vistaprint. But the more of these kind of proppy things that you can put, DNA is without a doubt my biggest selling product, because I think it is the bee's knees. It's amazing. And when a company can put in their catalogue, make skin act up to 10 years younger in 24 hours, who wouldn't want a tub of that? And so it's just, I put this and 3 to 4 sample sachets in lots of orders and various things, and I genuinely get people call up and go, oh my gosh, I use those sample sachets you gave me, my skin feels amazing. And that's just, I don't even know how much of it I sell. I've also come up with this little flyer that if anyone pops up that has been recommended to me by someone, you know, I've made and I had my daughter who does all of this kind of thing put this together for me, and I just order them on Vistaprint. But it gives you, you know, who wouldn't want this cleanser? Multi-active cleanser and mask in one. Strengthens the skin's barrier by giving the skin immediate hydration. The gentle cream cleanser firms and smooths the skin. A cream cleanser is your best friend for dry skin or as we age. Use as a mask for a double time skin moisture hit. So, like, you know, there's lots of really good information that make, and our platinum range, please understand that it is the best. It's up there with premium products that people pay hundreds of dollars for 1 or 2 products. You can actually get 5 products and 2 sheet masks and a beautiful bag for $2.99. However, if you're VIP, it's $2.45. It's instantly saved $50. Like, this is how come I sell so much of this. It is the best thing we sell. And then I've also got some testimonials in the back of here. So, you know, it's about, if you need help to put something like this together, maybe it's not platinum for you. Maybe you don't feel that you're at the age that you need platinum. But if you start using this product at 20, you can still be using it at 50 and 60 like me and not looking 60. So it's finding something that becomes the hot button that you can pass on to other people. So yes, I'll do a Santa sack at my parties on the weekend, which I have not put it together yet. I also work 2 days a week, and they are Mondays and Tuesdays. So they are my 2 busiest days, and then Wednesday and the rest of the week I will make my plan for what will happen at the Saturday and Sunday catch-ups. But it's just about connecting with people, and if you've got questions, please ask. I'm sure Louise can pass them on or answer them. It's just really is about being excited that we've got some beautiful products to share with people. You don't have to know everything about everything. I think that's where we can go terribly wrong. Like I said, find 4 or 5 products. And what I used to do when I was really new is I'd have my copy of the brochure and I would go to the page of whatever it was that I wanted to talk about. Might be nothing written on the piece that the customers in front of you are going to see, but I would have a few little notes on the back here that I could read until I was confident enough that I could just say whatever I wanted to say about the products. It's peptide based. It's got some incredible ingredients in it that go to work to literally turn back aging on your skin. A hydrated skin is a happy skin. If your skin is got enough moisture in it, like things like do the pinch test with moisturizing system, which I know all the managers that are watching would have done 1,000 times over the years. If you put, look, my skin bounces back so quickly in comparison to, my skin bounces back faster than some 30-year-olds that are half of my age. And that is keeping the skin hydrated. And knowing what products to recommend to people. Doesn't mean you have to sit down with an encyclopedia, but do try to find a handful of products that you can make yours. And that's how you get interaction with people. And yeah, like I know Lisa, as an example, is an amazing makeup artist, and that's her draw card. She's pretty good with skincare too, of course. But it's finding that one thing. I'm not necessarily so confident about my skin that I would, about my makeup skills that I would, but I can get by. But my big draw card is people ask me lots of questions about skincare. What do you think for my daughter? My son's getting some back acne. What do you think? Like, it's just finding out. And if you don't know the answer, just say, that's interesting. Love to answer it for you. Let me get back to you. And then you ring Louise or Adam or whomever you're here with and ask the question. But if you promise to get back to someone, please do, because that's really important that you don't let people down, because they'll remember that. Yeah, I hope that helps. I hope you have gotten something out of it. I think I have talked a bit longer than I said I would, but I feel like I'm talking to nobody. Like lots of names, but no. So if there's any questions, if there's anything else you would like to ask, I think, just leaving here and welcoming Louise is going to do some further business things with you. But if there's any questions, if I haven't touched on something, please ask. But remember, you have 58 days and set yourself a goal. That is the most important thing. Don't go in 30 days, damn, I should have put that into action, should have done something. And if you don't make $100 a day, maybe that is seriously not your goal. That's okay. Make it 50, make it 20. Don't do any of it. It's entirely up to you. But if you don't take some action steps, you'll be going, what happened? What happened to my prime time to make some extra money? So I hope you've enjoyed. If there's anything else that I can help you with, go forward and put some extra money in your pocket for January or December and enjoy the being able to connect with as many people as possible, because we've got a reason. We've got Christmas. If you've got a reason, then that person might turn into a VIP in your business. They might turn into a great customer. Go forward and find as many strangers to make connected to you and your business that you can over the next 58 days. Alrighty, thanks for having a listen, everybody. I hope that was helpful in one way or another. Talk soon. And Louise will be up in a moment. I'm not quite sure. I've never done this. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. But I'm going to finish and then Louise will pop in. Okay, thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.